हेलो दोस्तों, जैसे कि हमने ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री पार्ट स्टार्ट किया है, उसमें देख रहे हैं 2 मार्क्स के लिए जो राइट ए नोट ऑन होता है वो वाला पार्ट। तो उसमें हमने फर्स्ट टॉपिक लिया है, वो है हैलोजन डेरिवेटिव्स। तो पहले एक पार्ट कंप्लीट कर लिया जिसमें हमने 5 रिएक्शंस कंप्लीट कर लिए हैं, और वो था पार्ट 1 फॉर द नेम रिएक्शन फ्रॉम द हैलोजन डेरिवेटिव्स। टुडे वी विल डिस्कस remaining name reactions of this halogen derivatives. In that first one, that is the Huns-Dicker reaction. Now what is that Huns-Dicker reaction? So first we will discuss what is that Huns-Dicker reaction. What is mean by that Huns-Dicker reaction? I think so everyone has studied that R C double bond O OAG X2, it gives RX. This reaction we have already discussed, and this reaction is nothing but the Huns-Dicker reaction. Now see how to write its statement. In that we can write here, when silver salt of carboxylic acid, it forms unstable intermediate which on hitting undergoes decarboxylation and gives alkyl halide. Now see, what is mean by the decarboxylation? Decarboxylation is nothing but the removal of C2. So in detail we will discuss that. Firstly, when we are treating that silver salt of carboxylic acid, because as we know that carboxylic acid is nothing but this RC double bond O OH. Sodium salt, potassium salt, silver salt means that hydrogen is replaced by that particular metal, and that's why it is the silver salt of carboxylic acid. In the first step, when it is treated with halogen, it gives unstable intermediate, and that unstable intermediate is this one. This unstable intermediate, when we are heating, it undergoes decarboxylation, and that's why that removal of CO2 will be here, and after that what will remain? That is the only RX, and this is the alkyl halide. So this is the Huns-Dicker reaction. We will discuss one example also. So in that, simply if we take here silver salt of acetic acid, when it is treated with chlorine, then it gives intermediate, that is the CH3 C double bond O OCl, and finally on heating decarboxylation takes place, and there is a formation of CH3Cl will be there. So here we have completed one name reaction. Now we are going to start second one reaction, that is the Darzin's process. That conversion of alcohol into alkyl halide by treating with thionyl chloride or thionyl bromide. We have to reflux this mixture, and finally we have to use here reagent, that is the pyridine. So this is the reaction, and this process or conversion of alcohol into alkyl halide by using thionyl chloride and pyridine is called as a Darzin's process. When alcohol is refluxed with thionyl chloride or thionyl bromide in presence of pyridine, it gives alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide. So for that purpose we will take one example, that is the cyclohexanol. When it is treated with thionyl bromide in presence of pyridine, then it gives bromocyclohexane, that is nothing but the 6-membered ring, and to that bromine is attached. Next one is the Fittig reaction. As we have studied Wood's reaction, in that when alkyl halide is treated with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, it gives higher alkane. Here also we have to treat with the sodium metal in presence of dry ether. But here we are not going to take that alkyl halide. So what is that reaction? See, when aryl halide is treated with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, it gives biphenyl. Now see what is the reaction when we are taking that aryl halide. ठीक है, उसको हमें ट्रीट करना है विद द सोडियम मेटल इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ ड्राई ईथर. At that time it gives the product that is the biphenyl. Means here we have to join two benzene ring to each other. But when we are writing this structure, sometimes that mistake will be there. You will draw the structure of naphthalene. So don't do that. Please, when you are drawing this diagram, your structure you have to draw like that only. And this is the Fittig reaction. Now we'll discuss the next one, that is the Woods-Fittig reaction. यहाँ पे alkyl halide is treated with sodium metal in presence of dry ether. It gives higher alkane. When aryl halide is treated with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, it gives biphenyl. That we have completed. Means one is the Woods reaction and this is the Fittig reaction. Now what is mean by that Woods-Fittig reaction? Here simply when we are using the alkyl halide, it is the Woods reaction. When we are using the aryl halide, it is the Fittig reaction. And when we are treating 1 mole of alkyl halide with the 1 mole of the aryl halide with the sodium metal in presence of dry ether, then we are getting the one product, and that reaction is nothing but the Woods-Fittig reaction. So this part I wanted to explain you, that's why I have written. No need to write in the note of that Woods-Fittig reaction. Now see what is this reaction for this Woods-Fittig reaction. See, when alkyl halide and aryl halide, here instead of AR I will draw the ring. When alkyl halide and aryl halides are treated with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, it gives alkyl benzene, and this is the reaction of the Woods-Fittig reaction. Here in each and every reaction, means in a Woods, in Fittig, in the Woods-Fittig reaction also we are getting the side product, that is the 2 moles of NaX. So what is the statement for this Woods-Fittig reaction? See, when alkyl halide and aryl halide is treated with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, it gives alkyl benzene. Means here if we are taking methyl, then it will be methyl benzene. If we are taking C2H5 means ethyl group, then it will be ethyl benzene. Like that we will get the product in that Woods-Fittig reaction. So here we have completed that Woods-Fittig reaction. This next reaction is Friedel-Crafts alkylation. Actually previously Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation, there was a question for the 3 marks. But now we don't know exactly, they will ask for the 2 marks and 1.5 like that. Before writing that statement we should know the reaction, because from that reaction only we can write the statement. That's why see, if we consider only benzene is there and second case we are taking here chlorobenzene. What is this reaction? See, when benzene is treated with alkyl halide in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, it gives methyl benzene. It gives methyl benzene. This is the reaction for the Friedel-Crafts alkylation, because here we have taken only benzene. If substituted benzene is there, then what will be the product? So for that one we will take this reaction. Sometimes what will happen, see, for the phenol also as well as chlorobenzene also, we can show that Friedel-Crafts alkylation. Same statement will be there, but if we are taking the phenol, then we have to use the word phenol. If we are taking for the chlorobenzene, we have to use the chlorobenzene. See, when chlorobenzene is treated with alkyl halide in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, it gives ortho and para substituted chlorobenzene. What is that? See, means that chlorine will be there, and to that benzene at the ortho position CH3, and second product will be the para substituted chlorobenzene. So what is the statement? When chlorobenzene is treated with alkyl halide in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, it gives ortho and para methyl chlorobenzene. So here we have completed that reaction as well as statement. So for that purpose, see, when chlorobenzene, I will write here for the chlorobenzene, so it will be easy to understand. When chlorobenzene is treated with alkyl halide in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, it gives ortho and para alkyl chlorobenzene. ऑर्थो एंड पैरा अल्किल क्लोरोबेंजीन. जैसे कि देखो यहाँ पे अगर हम R लेते तो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा R और यहाँ पे भी आ जाएगा R. पर अगर हमने सिंपली यहाँ पे क्लोरोबेंजीन को ट्रीट किया विथ मिथिल क्लोराइड, देन इट विल गिव्स orthomethyl chlorobenzene, and second product will be the paramethyl chlorobenzene. So here we have completed Friedel-Crafts alkylation. Now we will discuss the second one, that is the Friedel-Crafts acylation, and this is the last reaction from this topic. Now see, in that also we will write firstly reaction. See, when benzene is treated with acetyl chloride, C double bond O Cl, in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, it gives acetophenone. It gives acetophenone. This is the simple reaction. That statement also you can write, because in the 11th this reaction is there. What is that reaction and what is that statement? When benzene is treated with acetyl chloride in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, it gives acetophenone. This is the reaction for the 11th class. What about the 12th class? For the 12th class, we can say that instead of that benzene, we will take here, chlorobenzene. So, when chlorobenzene is treated with acetyl chloride in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, it gives ortho and para substituted chloroacetophenone. यहाँ पे जैसे कि देखो इस क्लोरोबेंजीन को ऑर्थो पोजीशन पे सब्स्टिट्यूट किया गया है, और यहाँ पे ये जो एसिटो ग्रुप है इसको पैरा पोजीशन पे सब्स्टिट्यूट किया है. तो यहाँ पे क्या हो गया स्टेटमेंट अपना देखो, when chlorobenzene is treated with acetyl chloride in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, it gives ortho and para substituted chloroacetophenone. So here we have completed this last reaction from this halogen derivatives topic. तो ऐसे ही करके हम ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री में से एक टॉपिक तो कंप्लीट कर दिया, in which there was a name reaction was there that we have completed. Now in a next lecture we'll discuss the name reaction from the alcohol as well as from the aldehyde topic and last one that is the amines. So ऐसे ही अगर आपको हमारा टीचिंग मेथड समझ में आ रहा है या फिर आप फर्स्ट टाइम इस चैनल पे वीडियोस देख रहे हो तो यहाँ पे इसके पहले जो कुछ भी नेम रिएक्शन है उसकी लिंक भी प्रोवाइड की जाएगी, तो आप वो देखना ना भूलिए. थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू.